Hey everybody, John here. So there's been a lot of talk about economic prosperity during this administration as a result of the whole effort to make America great again, bring back jobs, new job creation, all that. I want to give you a few thoughts about why I think the economy is a time bomb waiting to go off. Uh, and by that I mean I would say that the stock market is grossly overvalued or overpriced, and there's nothing really of any tangible uh, structure within. So here's what I mean by that. Let's look at a company like Amazon or Facebook. Facebook's a great example. Let's talk about Amazon for a moment. Jeff Bezos, president of Amazon, is the wealthiest man in the world. Well, it would be one thing if Amazon actually produced something, if Amazon created a cure for cancer or a vaccine for measles or a flying car or something. But all Amazon does basically is facilitate the transfer of crap from China to your front door. So, as a service, Amazon is not really bringing any value to the American economy. And what we're having there instead is a transfer of wealth from the individual to to a sole individual, and then that eventually goes overseas to pay for the Chinese crap that you're buying. So Amazon, as I said, with Jeff Bezos being the wealthiest man in the world, Amazon stock is trading super high. And is it worth that? No. Let's look at Facebook. Is Facebook worth, I don't know, I think when I looked last time it was around $100 a share. Well, that's not really worth that either because there's nothing of value there, as I said initially with the Amazon story. And the problem is that gone are the days of us developing and producing new and cutting edge things. As I said, we're not making the flying car. We're not making really anything new. We're improving a little here and there, but if you think about like computer processing, we're not seeing the great revolution going from the 386 chip to the 486 chip to the Pentium and so on and so forth. Any change or upgrade that has taken place lately has been very subtle and not necessarily worth the justification of making that upgrade. So why is this? Well, the fact of the matter is that people aren't getting squat for their investment at the bank. You put your money in the bank and you get your 1/4% on even a CD or a mutual fund or something, or a money market account. The return on investment is not there at the bank. So what people are doing is looking at the stock market as the safe, and that's the scary word and the dangerous word, the safe means of investment, even including the retirement for the future. And part of this, I think, is that Trump has developed or run off with what FDR's idea of talk softly and carry a big stick. Well, Trump is talking loud and carrying a big stick and just being a jerk about it, and that's getting him where he is. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of people think that's admirable and amicable, and that will be the trait and characteristic that will bring jobs or create jobs and bring production back. And the fact of the matter is, while Trump has been in office, we've seen big companies like Ford and Whirlpool and Kenmore and Harley Davidson all shift their production overseas. So if the money is going overseas, the jobs are going overseas, that money is not going into our economy in the form of tangible things that people can say, yes, that justifies why the stock market is at 26,000 right now. So what is my word of advice? My word of advice is to, if possible, roll back your exposure in the stock market into things that are FDIC insured. And don't get sucked into the hype that because Ford went up 15 or 20% over the last 5 years that you are entitled, and that's a key phrase, you are not entitled to any sort of profit on the stock market. It is a Ponzi scheme at this point. And the people who will get hurt are the little guy. And the people who will make the bank are the Bernie Madoffs and the even though he's gone away, but the people who are the big bankers, they will get theirs and get out long before there's a problem in the stock market. So, just my thoughts. Like I said, stock market is a time bomb and it's waiting to go off. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Otherwise, look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.